Monsoon is a huge event in India. The rainy season is celebrated throughout the country. And although we all know that it's a country of great many festivals and throughout the year you find so many festivals, but I don't think any other festival comes close to it, especially considering that in the modern India the festivals are not celebrated with this in the same manner as they used to be in the past. But the craze for monsoon is same. It hasn't changed. And probably that's why I feel it defines India as no other event does. And today's story on India is about the monsoons. It's called Greeting the Monsoon and it's written by Alexander Frater. So let's start. A line of spectators had formed behind the Kovalam beach road. They were dressed with surprising formality, many of the men wearing ties and the women fine saris which streamed and snapped in the wind. Their excitement was shared and sharply focused, like that of a committee preparing to greet a celebrity or a spiritual leader or a victorious general who would come up riding the beach on an elephant. All they lacked was welcoming garlands of marigolds. As I joined them, they greeted me with smiles, a late guest arriving at their function. The sky was black, the sea was white. Foaming like champagne, it surged over the road to within a few feet of where we stood. Blown spume stung our faces. It was not hard to imagine why medieval Arabs thought winds came from the ocean floor, surging upwards and making the surface water boil as they burst into the atmosphere. We stood rocking in the blast, clinging to each other amid scenes of great merriment. A tall, pale-skinned man next to me shouted, "Sir, where are you from?" "England," I yelled. The information became a small, diminishing chord as, snatched and abbreviated by the elements, it was passed on to his neighbors. "And what brings you here?" "This." "Sir, us also. We are holiday makers. I myself am from Delhi. This lady beside me is from Bangalore, and we too have come to see this show." He laughed. "I've seen it many times, but always I come back for more." The Bangalore woman cried. "Yesterday there were dragonflies in our hotel garden. They are a sign we know monsoon was coming soon." She beamed at me. "It gives me true sense of wonder," she said. More holiday makers were joining the line. The imbroglio of inky clouds swirling overhead contained nimbus stratus, cumulonimbus, and Lord knows what else, all driven by updrafts, downdrafts, and vertical wind shear. Thunder boomed. Lightning went zapping into the sea. The leader stroke of one strike passing the ascending return stroke of the last so that the whole roaring edifice seemed supported on pillars of fire. Then beyond the cumuliform anvils and soaring castellanous turrets, we saw a broad, ragged band of luminous indigo heading slowly inshore. Lesser clouds suspended beneath it like flapping curtains reached right down to the sea. "The rains," everyone sang. The wind struck us with a force that made our line bend and waver. Everyone shrieked and grabbed at each other. The woman on my right had a plump round face and dark eyes. Her streaming pink sari left her smooth brown tummy bare. We held hands much more tightly than was necessary, and for a fleeting moment I understood why Indians traditionally regard the monsoon as a period of torrid sexuality. The deluge began.